This is the last time you will ever have to say no to your child because you cannot afford it. The last time you will decline a lunch invitation and make up an excuse because you are too embarrassed to admit you are broke. The last time you will avoid checking your bank balance out of fear. The last time you will feel that knot in your stomach when an unexpected expense comes up. The last time you will lie awake doing mental math trying to figure out which bill you can pay late without devastating consequences. I need you to really hear that. This moment, right here, is the dividing line between the financial struggle that has defined your life and the abundance that is about to redefine it. And I am not speaking in metaphors or spiritual concepts. I am talking about actual money, real provision, tangible resources that will show up in ways you can touch, count, and use to change your daily reality. Type ending if you are ready for this chapter of struggle to close forever. Let that word be your declaration, your line in the sand, your agreement with heaven that you are done with lack and ready for increase. Let me tell you about the moment that breaks people. It is not the big dramatic crisis. It is the small, everyday humiliation that nobody sees. It is when your daughter asks why she cannot do dance class like her friends, and you have to come up with some reason that does not sound like we cannot afford it. It is when you are invited to a wedding and you have to decline because you cannot afford the gift, the outfit, the travel, and you know people will judge you for not being there. It is when you go to the grocery store and you are putting items back at the register because the total is higher than you expected, and there are people in line behind you watching. Those moments are what steal your dignity. Not the lack of money itself, but the constant small situations where your financial reality forces you to make choices that make you feel less than, excluded, ashamed. And God has seen every single one of those moments. He has watched you put on a brave face. He has heard the excuses you made to protect your pride. He has felt the sting of humiliation right along with you. And he is saying enough, like this video right now, if you have ever felt that humiliation. If you have ever had to choose between your dignity and your bank account. If you have ever smiled through pain because you could not let people see how bad things really were. That, is you acknowledging the truth of your struggle so you can step into the truth of your breakthrough. Here is what God showed me about your situation specifically. There is a door that has been locked. You have tried to open it. You have pushed against it. You have prayed about it. You have worked toward it. But it has remained shut. That door is your access to financial stability. And in the next 7 days, that door is going to swing open. Not because you've finally figured out the right strategy or worked hard enough or said the right prayer. It is going to open because God has decided it is time. And when God decides, no lock can hold, no obstacle can block, no enemy can prevent what he has ordained. I am going to be specific because vague promises do not help anybody. Within 1 week, you are going to see movement. It might be a job offer, it might be an unexpected check, it might be a debt being forgiven, it might be an opportunity to earn money you were not looking for. It might be someone reaching out to you with a proposal, but something is going to shift, and that shift is going to be the first visible sign that what I am telling you is not just hopeful thinking, but actual prophetic truth about your immediate future. Comment 7 days and mark this moment. Come back in 1 week and tell me what happened. Because I am so confident in what God is doing that I am asking you to hold me accountable. If nothing changes in 7 days, call me out. But when something does change, and it will, come back and testify so others who are watching will have their faith strengthened by your real lived experience. Now let me address something that might be keeping you from receiving. You have been told that your financial struggle is somehow your fault. That if you just managed better, saved more, spent less, worked harder, you would not be in this position. And maybe there is some truth to certain decisions you made. But let me tell you what else is true. The system is rigged against people like you. Wages have not kept up with cost of living. One medical emergency can bankrupt a family. Rent increases have outpaced income growth. And generational poverty creates barriers that individual hard work cannot always overcome. So I am not going to shame you for where you are. I am not going to lecture you about budgeting. You know how to budget. You have been doing it your whole life. You could teach a masterclass on stretching $1 because you have had to. The issue is not your financial literacy. The issue is that you need more money coming in, period. And that is what God is about to address. Share this video with someone who needs to hear this. Someone who has been beating themselves up, thinking their struggle is a character flaw when it is actually a systemic issue that requires supernatural intervention to overcome. Someone who needs permission to stop blaming themselves and start expecting God to move. Let me tell you about someone I know personally. Worked 3 jobs, did everything right, still could not get ahead. The more she worked, the more exhausted she became. And the exhaustion led to health issues that created medical bills that ate up whatever she managed to save. It was a cycle that seemed impossible to break. She felt like she was running on a treadmill at full speed and still falling behind. Then one day, completely out of nowhere, she got a call from a company she had applied to 2 years earlier. She had forgotten she even applied. They said a position opened up. They reviewed old applications, hers stood out, and they wanted to bring her in for an interview. Within 3 weeks, she had a job that paid more than all 3 of her previous jobs combined, had benefits that covered her health issues, and gave her a schedule that allowed her to actually rest for the first time in years. That is what I am talking about. Not you working harder, not you figuring out a side hustle, not you grinding yourself into the ground. I am talking about God opening a door that changes everything all at once. A door you maybe knocked on years ago and thought was permanently closed. A door that opens when God decides it is time and ushers you into a completely new financial reality. Like this video again, if you believe that kind of turnaround is possible for you. If you can see yourself in that story, if you are ready to stop grinding and start receiving. Now, I want to talk about the giving principle, because it is crucial to how this provision accelerates in your life. When you give out of your lack, you are making a powerful statement to the spiritual realm. You are saying, I trust God more than I trust my circumstances. You are declaring that His promises are more real to me than my bank balance. And that kind of faith moves heaven. There is a way to support this ministry below this video. I want to be clear about something. I am not asking you to give because I need your money. This ministry is supported. What I am offering you is an opportunity to participate in the principle of sowing and reaping. To plant a seed in faith that will produce a harvest in your own life, to step into the flow of giving and receiving that activates supernatural multiplication. If God is prompting you to give, do not ignore that prompting. It might be $5, it might be 20, it might be more. Whatever the amount, the size does not matter to God. What matters is the obedience. What matters is the faith. What matters is you saying yes to His leading, even when it feels counterintuitive to give when you are in need. That yes positions you to receive in ways that far exceed what you gave. Type I gave if you just sowed a seed or if you are about to. Let that be your testimony. Let it be your declaration, let it be your act of faith that opens the windows of heaven over your finances. Here is what else I know about your situation. You have been generous even when you had nothing to give. You have helped people when you were barely hanging on yourself. You have given time, energy, resources, encouragement to others, even while you were struggling. And God has been keeping a record. Every act of generosity is recorded. Every moment of kindness is noted. Every sacrifice you made to help someone else has been seen and honored in the spiritual realm. Now it is your turn to receive, not because you earned it, but because God honors those who honor him. Not because you deserve it more than someone else, but because he has chosen this season to pour out blessing on your life in a way that will astound you and inspire everyone who witnesses it. Comment "My turn" if you receive that word. If you are ready to shift from always being the one who needs help to being the one who has enough to offer help. If you are prepared to step into a season where you are not just surviving but thriving. Let me speak to those of you who are parents. Your children are watching you navigate this financial stress. They see more than you think they see. They feel the tension even when you try to hide it. And they are learning lessons about money, about God, about faith, based on what they are observing in your life right now. When God comes through for you, and he is about to come through in a big way, your children are going to witness a miracle. They are going to see that prayer works. They are going to learn that God is real and that he cares about practical needs. They are going to understand that breakthrough is possible even when circumstances seem impossible. Your financial turnaround is not just for you. It is a lesson in faith for the next generation. And if you are not a parent, the same principle applies to everyone watching you. Friends, family, co-workers, people who know your struggle when provision shows up in your life in undeniable ways. They are going to ask questions. They are going to want to know what changed. And your answer is going to become a testimony that plants seeds of faith in hearts that desperately need hope. Like this video one more time and comment testimony, because that is what you are about to have. A story so powerful, so specific, so clearly from God that it becomes a weapon against doubt and a source of encouragement to everyone who hears it. Now, let me pray over your finances. I want to speak directly to the money that is coming to you. I want to call it forth from the north, south, east, and west. I want to command it to find you, to reach you, to bless you in ways that exceed your expectations. Father, I speak to every person hearing this word right now. I declare that their season of lack is over. I rebuke the spirit of poverty. I break the cycle of barely making it. I loose provision, opportunity, increase, favor, and blessing over their lives. I command doors to open. I command opportunities to appear. I command money to flow from expected and unexpected sources. I speak to bank accounts and declare increase. I speak to debts and declare cancellation. I speak to opportunities and declare multiplication. Within 7 days, let them see tangible evidence of your supernatural provision. Remove doubt. Strengthen faith. Birth testimony. In Jesus' name, type Amen if you received that prayer. Let that be your agreement, your seal, your activation of what was just spoken over your life. Here is what I need you to do practically. Stop avoiding your finances. Stop pretending the problem will go away if you ignore it. Face it head on. Look at your bank account. Acknowledge your debts. Write down your needs, not to be depressed by them, but to give God a specific target. He is not intimidated by numbers. He created math. He can multiply what you have. He can bring in what you need. He can cancel what you owe. But you have to face it honestly so you can recognize the miracle when it happens. Get a notebook. Title it Provision Tracker. For the next 30 days, write down every single thing that happens related to money. Unexpected income, bills that were lower than anticipated, discounts, gifts, opportunities, found money, cancelled debts, everything. Because when you start paying attention, you are going to see that God has been providing all along in small ways. And those small ways are building toward the big breakthrough that is coming. Comment, "I will track it," if you commit to doing this. Let that be your accountability, your declaration that you are actively watching for God to move, and you are going to record the evidence so you can testify with specifics when others ask how your situation changed. Let me address the fear some of you are feeling right now. You are afraid to hope. You have been disappointed before. You have believed for breakthrough that did not come. You have trusted promises that did not manifest. And now you are hesitant to open your heart to hope again. Because the pain of disappointment is worse than the numbness of low expectations. I understand that fear. But let me tell you something. God is not like people who make promises they cannot keep. He does not overpromise and underdeliver. When he speaks a word, it will come to pass. The question is never, will God do it? The question is, will you stay in faith long enough to see it manifest? And I am not talking about years of waiting. I am talking about days, 7 days to be exact. 1 week from today, you are going to see something shift. It might be small, it might be the beginning of something bigger, but it will be real, tangible, and undeniable evidence that what I am speaking over your life is truth. Share this video one more time. Not for me, for you. Because every time you share, you are releasing faith. You are making a declaration. You are agreeing with heaven, and there is power in that agreement. Let me talk about what happens after the money comes. Some of you are so focused on getting the provision that you have not thought about what you will do when it arrives. Here is my counsel. First, breathe. Let yourself feel relief. Let yourself enjoy the peace that comes with having enough. Do not immediately jump to the next crisis or worry. Take a moment and simply receive the gift God is giving you. Second, be wise. Handle the money with integrity. Pay what needs to be paid. Save what can be saved. Give what should be given. Do not let the blessing become a curse because you mismanage it out of desperation or fear. Third, remember. Remember where you came from. Remember how it felt to lack. Remember the prayers you prayed. Remember the struggle. Not to stay stuck in it, but to maintain gratitude, to stay humble, and to remain compassionate toward others who are still in the place you are leaving. Type grateful, because gratitude is the key that keeps the door of blessing open. It is what ensures that provision does not just come once, but continues to flow. It is what transforms you from someone who receives blessing into someone who becomes a blessing. There are people watching this who have very specific financial needs right now. I am talking exact amounts, a specific bill, a particular debt, a known expense that is coming up. I want you to write that number down, not to obsess over it, but to give God a target. And then I want you to watch over the next 7 days as that exact amount or more shows up in your life. This is not name it and claim it nonsense. This is specific faith based on the character of a God who knows your needs before you ask and delights in providing for his children in ways that prove he is paying attention to every detail of their lives. If you have not already, click that support button and sow a seed into this ministry. Partner with what God is doing through this message. Your seed, no matter the size, is an act of faith that creates spiritual momentum in your own life. It says, I believe in the principle of sowing and reaping. It says, I am not just a consumer but a contributor. It says, I am stepping into the flow of generosity that attracts multiplication. Type partner if you just gave or if you are about to give. Declare that you are not just watching this message, but actively participating in what God is doing. Let me tell you what is happening in the spiritual realm right now as you are hearing these words. There is activity. Angels are moving. Resources are being aligned. People are being prompted. Opportunities are being positioned. All of it is orchestrated by a God who loves you deeply and is about to demonstrate that love in practical, tangible, undeniable ways. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not at the bottom of God's priority list. You are seen, you are known, you are loved, and you are about to experience provision that will prove all of that beyond any shadow of doubt. This is the last time you will go to bed worried about money. The last time you will feel that panic when an unexpected expense comes up. The last time you will have to choose between paying a bill and buying groceries. The last time you will feel trapped by your financial circumstances. The last time you will wonder if things will ever get better, because they are about to get better. Not gradually, not eventually, not someday. Now, in the next 7 days, real change, tangible provision, supernatural breakthrough. Let me tell you about the moments that have been breaking your spirit. The birthday party invitation your child received and you had to quietly RSVP. No, because you could not afford the gift. The family gathering where everyone talks about vacations and you sit silent. The coworker who suggests lunch and you make up an excuse. When the truth is your account has $12 and payday is still 5 days away. Or maybe it is the medical procedure you keep putting off. The car making that noise you ignore because if it is serious, you have no idea how you would pay for it. The eviction notice, the shut-off warning. The collections calls you, stopped answering. I see you, God sees you. And both of us are saying that this chapter ends now. Like this video, if any of those scenarios hit close to home. If you have lived those moments. If you are tired of making excuses and hiding your financial reality from people who would judge you if they knew the truth. Here is what most people do not understand about financial struggle. It is not just about numbers. It is about the emotional weight, the constant anxiety that becomes background noise, the shame, the sense of failure even though your situation is not entirely your fault. You have tried everything: budgets, side hustles, cutting expenses, asking for raises, and still same place or worse. It is not for lack of effort. You are fighting an uphill battle and you need something beyond your own effort to change the trajectory. That something is God, and He is about to intervene in a way that will be so obvious, so perfectly timed, so exactly what you need that you will have no doubt it came from Him. Comment intervention if you are ready for God to step into your situation in a way that changes everything. Let that word be your invitation, your permission, your opening of the door for heaven to move in your life. Let me get specific about the 7-day timeline. Within 168 hours from now, something is going to shift in your financial reality. You are going to receive information, an offer, an opportunity, a check, a refund that you were not expecting. It will be concrete and measurable. Mark your calendar. 7 days from today, come back and comment what happened, because something will. Share this video with 3 people right now. People who are in the same struggle you are in. People who need to hear that their situation is not permanent. People who are on the edge of giving up and need one more reason to hold on. Your obedience to share could be the thing that saves someone from making a devastating decision born out of financial desperation. Now, let me talk to those of you who have been faithful givers, even when you had almost nothing. You tithed when it did not make sense. You gave when you were not sure how you would eat. God has seen every act of sacrificial giving, and He is about to return it pressed down, running over. If you want to sow one more seed, there is a way to give below this video. This seed is going to land in fertile soil at the most opportune time. This is the seed that breaks the dam and releases the flood-type harvest, because that is what is coming, not just a return. A harvest, multiplication, abundance that goes beyond what you sowed and produces ongoing fruit in your life. Let me tell you about the attack on your mind that is going to intensify over the next 7 days. The enemy knows what God is about to do, and he is going to try everything to make you doubt, to make you give up, to make you dismiss this word as false hope. You are going to hear thoughts like "This never works for you. This is too good to be true. Nothing ever changes for you. You are foolish for believing this." Recognize those thoughts as attacks. They are not truth. They are lies designed to keep you from receiving what God has already released. When those thoughts come, and they will, reject them immediately. Speak out loud if you have to. Say, "No, I will not agree with doubt. I will not give up before the breakthrough manifests. I will stand in faith no matter what my circumstances look like." The battle is not in your bank account. The battle is in your mind. Win the mental battle, and the financial breakthrough will follow. Comment "I win" because you are not a victim of your circumstances. You are not defeated. You are not hopeless. You are a child of God standing on the edge of breakthrough, and the outcome is already determined in your favor. Here is something else you need to know. The provision coming is not just to meet your current needs. It is seed for your future. It is going to be more than enough to solve your immediate crisis and have surplus left over. That surplus is not for you to waste or hoard. It is for you to invest, to save, to use wisely, and to give from. Because God is not just rescuing you from lack, He is establishing you in abundance. He is not just meeting your needs. He is positioning you to be a blessing to others. He is not just giving you enough. He is giving you more than enough so you can live generously, give freely, and stop living from a mindset of scarcity. When the money comes, and it is coming, resist the temptation to immediately spend it all out of relief or celebration. Yes, handle the urgent matters. Yes, take care of what has been pressing on you. But also be strategic. Think long-term. Make decisions that will keep you from ending up back in the same place 6 months from now. Like this video again and comment wisdom, because you are going to need wisdom to steward what God is about to release to you. The blessing is coming. The wisdom to handle it well is also available. Ask for both. Let me speak to the single parents watching this. You have been carrying a weight that is almost unbearable. You are both mother and father, provider and nurturer, breadwinner and homemaker. You do not have a partner to share the burden with. You do not have someone to tag team when you are exhausted. It is all on you. And you are tired. So tired God sees you. He sees you making lunches at midnight, after working all day because that was the only time you had. He sees you crying in the car before you go inside because you need to release the emotion before your children see you. He sees you choosing between your needs and theirs, and always choosing theirs. He sees the sacrifices nobody else notices, and He is about to show up for you in a way that feels personal, specific, and perfectly timed. The provision coming is not generic. It is designed for your situation. It addresses your specific needs. It carries the message that God has been paying attention to every detail of your struggle, and He is responding with precision and power. Type single parent if that is you. Let me pray specifically over your situation, because you need a targeted blessing that addresses the unique challenges you face. For those who are married but carrying the financial stress alone because your spouse is unable or unwilling to help, I see you too. You did not sign up to be the only one holding things together financially. You thought partnership meant shared responsibility, but you are carrying it alone while also trying not to breed resentment. That is exhausting in a different way. God sees that too, and the provision coming is going to relieve the pressure on you in a way that creates space for your marriage to heal, for communication to improve, for partnership to develop. The financial breakthrough is going to have relational benefits you have not even considered. Share this one more time. I know I keep asking, but every share is an act of faith. Every share reaches someone who needs this word. Every share multiplies the impact. And in the spiritual realm, when you help spread hope, hope multiplies back to you. Here is what I need you to understand about timing. God's timing is not early and it is not late. It is exact. You might feel like you are running out of time. The deadline is approaching. The bills are due. The grace period is ending. But God is never rushed, and He is never late. He knows your deadlines. He knows your timelines, and He is working everything out to meet you at the exact moment of greatest impact. So when I say 7 days, I am not arbitrarily picking a number. I am hearing from God about your specific situation. 7 days is enough time for you to build expectation, but not so much time that you lose hope waiting. 7 days is a biblically significant number representing completion. And in 7 days, your season of lack is completing and your season of abundance is beginning. If there is a financial need you have been too afraid to pray about because it seemed too big or too specific, write it down right now, not to worry about it, to give it to God. Put it in front of Him, ask Him specifically, and then watch over the next 7 days as He responds to that specific request. Comment, I asked, because when you ask in faith, God hears, and when God hears, He responds. Your specific request is about to receive a specific answer. Let me close with this. You have been fighting alone for too long, carrying weight you were never meant to carry by yourself, trying to figure out solutions to problems that are beyond your ability to solve. Exhausted from the mental, emotional, and spiritual toll of constant financial stress that ends today. Not because you are suddenly going to become rich, but because God is stepping in as your provider in a way you have never experienced before. He is about to demonstrate that He is Jehovah Jireh, the God who sees your need and provides for it. He is about to prove that He is El Shaddai, the God of more than enough. He is about to reveal Himself as your Father, who delights in giving good gifts to His children. The last time you have to face this alone is right now. From this moment forward, you are stepping into a season of provision, of partnership with heaven, of supernatural supply that meets every need and creates margin for you to finally breathe, finally rest, finally enjoy your life without the constant weight of financial fear. Receive it, believe it, watch for it, and prepare to testify about what God is about to do in your life. This is your breakthrough. This is your moment. This is the last time you will ever have to wonder if things will get better, because they are about to get radically, undeniably, miraculously better. And 7 days from now, you are going to know beyond any doubt that God is real, that He cares about you specifically, and that He keeps every promise He makes. Stand in faith, stay expectant, and get ready for the provision that is already on its way to you.